Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach this truth across the four corners of the earth. And this is another lesson, another Intransit, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Shabbat Shalom is still Sabbath.
Kagan, Shabbat Shalom.
Got the brother Shamari.
Shalom, shalom.
You know, and just going through the spirit, but you know the hot topic that we're supposed to be speaking on, and that's what's all to speak about is prophecy. You know,
right.
In the time of prophecy. You know, even because it was prophecy to come to America, to come live in Babylon, the great, be slaves. You know, and there's also prophecy for us to get out of America and be free from slavery. You know, to be in the kingdom and rule forever. You know, so prophecy is a topic that will never be out of date. You know, because even in the kingdom of heaven, it's prophecies that's written that need to that's gonna come to pass.
I got a precept. This second Esdras chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
All right, yeah. So, hey, these words in these scriptures is words of prophecy, things that was written before time, that was predicted to happen in the future. You know, and the prophets been warning these people about these things coming, and even in today's time, the prophets is warning these people of what's coming. You know. But of course, 2/3 of Israel not gonna hearken, not gonna hear. They gonna reject it instead of receiving it. You know, but the election shall obtain it. You know, the elect is gonna take heed and hearken and receive these words, man, because it's in them to be programmed to do that.
Right. It say verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, these things is faithful and true that's written in these books, man. It's not a lie. It's not a story tale. It's not a fairy tale. You know, it's not a folk tale. This is a non-fiction. This is a true story that's being played out.
It says verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
We were speaking about that last night. So what if these people don't believe? For what if some do not believe? Just because you don't believe in the truth, that don't mean that you're not in the time of prophecy. That don't mean the things that's about to take place not gonna happen. It's gonna happen anyway. Just because the sky is blue, that don't mean just because you think the sky is red, that don't mean it's not blue. These things is obvious, and these things is things that's true that you can clearly see. You got eyes to see it.
Right, you got race wars going on, the tension between the house of Jacob, the tension between the house of Esau. It's intensifying, right? Because you got different, situations happening between those different nations. Then you got hyperinflation. You got hyperinflation going on. A lot of people being laid off. All right, the grinding is ceasing. What else you got going on? You got rumors of wars between these other nations, Esau, Edom, different nations. They joining with NATO. Then you got other nations that's trying to pull a lot of NATO and joining with the adversary. So it's all this is all prophecy that's been written in the scriptures, which is that paper that's faithful and true, man. All right, which is that written in paper, that for they are faithful and true. These prophecies are true, man. All right. So it says verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Because like the brother was saying, what if some did not believe? Should that make the faith of the Most High without effect? No. These prophecies still gonna come to pass whether you people believe it or not. Verse 4.
Right. So what? So what if you don't believe? Oh well. How is that going to affect us? Because you don't believe. Or Susie don't believe. So I'm not in the truth no more. Then I don't think that's real. So they say fear not. Who cares? That's on them. That's on them because it's not meant for everybody to believe anyway.
Exactly. The Lord said, many are called, but few are chosen. So there's only a few elect number that's chosen to endure in this ministry, man. It say, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right. All the unfaithful, everybody that don't believe, they gonna die in their unfaithfulness. They gonna die in their sins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just the end effect to it. You're just gonna just die. You know.
Verse 5, it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, and if you're an unbeliever, them plagues is coming to you. You know, you either go get right or you go get death, man. You know, you either go serve the Lord or just die by plagues. Because the ones who do believe and the ones that do know these things coming in, that's taking heed, working on their own salvation, them plagues not going to touch them. You know, those plagues, it's not going to fall upon them. You know, but you 2/3, you niggas that don't want to believe, them plagues is coming straight to you for not believing. That's going to be your judgment.
Because the verse above that we just read, Salakia, it said all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Well, this is how the Lord going to cause them to die. These are the plagues that the Lord is going to send that's going to cause them to die. They're going to die by famine. They're going to die by the sword. They're going to die by pestilence. You got this monkeypox shit going around. You know, they're going to die by destruction that the Lord going to send. Which that sword Esau created. I mean, the Lord created Esau for the sword. A punishment, man. So in the scriptures say how he beareth not the sword in vain. So Esau, he gonna use his blessing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these are the different routes that the Lord is gonna take if you don't have faith within the Lord in these prophecies in the scriptures, man. Because a lot of people don't believe in the Bible nowadays. They don't believe in the Bible. And you got a lot of our people that are hypocrites. They say they believe in the Bible. They say they believe in the Lord. They love the Lord. But they don't follow after that way that the Bible teaches, man. So,
the scripture say in Ezekiel, they speak with their lips, but their heart is far from it. You know, these people, they don't believe in Yahweh Shah. They don't believe in God or who they call Jesus. They believe enough. They don't have no hope. They don't have hope, belief in anything. They don't have faith. They just vessels fit for destruction. They just void of judgment. They reprobates, man. These people don't have a belief system, a faith system. They go off what they see, smell, hear, and touch. These people is carnal.
right.
You know, they don't believe in the Lord, man. You know, so when the Lord starts judging them, he gonna be justified in doing it.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, yeah, so that goes back to the prophecies, man. We're in the time of prophecy. Oh shit, what up? We're in the time of prophecy. You know, and the things that so like the things that was written before time, this is a perfect example. It's finally happening now.
Right.
You know, hey, and it said measure the time diligently. So how you measure the time diligently? Well, you gotta know the scriptures first, and everything that's taking place, you gotta filter it through the scriptures. Like, okay, well, all right, it was written thousands of years ago that it's gonna be earthquakes in diverse places. And all right, I'm hearing all these things about earthquakes, so I know I'm in the end times. You know, you gotta measure, you gotta filter the times through the scriptures.
Right.
You gotta back it up with the scriptures. You know, to know that this is the time of prophecy. That we're in the time of the end.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and I want to make a quick statement. We see that now, man. All right, that's how we know we at the time of the end. This is the beginning of the end times that's prophesied in the scriptures. You know, we see earthquakes in diverse places. We see uproars of the people protesting all across the world, different nations, man. You got different nations protesting because of unfair treatment from their government. People protesting because of food shortages. You know, people protesting because the economy's crashing, the dollar is failing. They can't support their families. They can't support, themselves and things of that nature. People in uproars about different mass shootings that's going on, and there's no so-called justice being issued out forth. You know, and so-called it's uproars of the people going on everywhere, man. So this prophecy has already came to pass, man. It says verse 14, so like verse 4.
And it's going to fulfill, it's going to come to its fullest effect. It's more uproars to come.
Right.
You know, I remember that one video Apostle Tahar did. It had the Issacharites in Mexico. They had dragged the mayor out.
Oh yeah. I remember
on the truck. Had him drag on the truck. It's gonna be more situations like that, but on a higher level.
It says verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So when these things start to come to pass, that's when everybody are going to understand, well, damn, those men, they talked about these things happening. All right. And that's when we're going to understand, like, damn, the Lord, our forefathers talked about these things happening in the ancient world, the Lord, Yahweh talked about these things when he was on the earth. All of these things were prophesied. All these things was already written and foretold to happen. So when these things come to pass, we have time to prepare for it before it actually happens. The scriptures talk about a wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, roughly paraphrasing in Proverbs, man. So us having this wisdom and knowledge to understand the prophecies, now we can prepare for it to happen. But these other people, they're dismayed at these prophecies. All right, they disregard it. They despise it. They hate it. They don't listen. They don't take heed. So when it actually comes to pass, then they're gonna know, all right, who the true prophets are. They're gonna know who's doing these things, and then they're gonna be willing in the day of thy power, man. Like the scriptures say, they're gonna be willing in the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai when he's gonna show his power by way of these different plagues. Then they're gonna be willing to take heed and submit, but it's gonna be too late by then, man. All right, that's why the scriptures talk about seeking the Lord while the evil days draw nigh. So while you have repentance, while you have mercy and time to come back to the Lord and seek him, the doors of repentance are open. You should be seeking and inquiring of the Lord through his prophets, through his men. Starting with our apostles and elders, of course, of Great Millstone, the righteous men who teach this truth. That's who you should be inquiring of. The prophets are the ones who prophesy in order to give you the prophecies. So those are the men who you should be going to inquire what to do, how to be saved. All right, what you should be, the real truth, man. You got a precept. You
keep reading on 2nd Ezra.
Yeah, it says verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
All right, so it's gonna be made manifest who the Lord's prophets was, man. It's gonna be made manifest that all these words is faithful and true. You know, and that nobody was lying. You know, it say in the book of Numbers that the Most High is not a man that he shall lie.
That's right.
You know, so everything the Lord say, everything that comes out his mouth is truth. You know, and at the end, when all these things fulfill to this fullest effect, that's when it's gonna be made manifest to the fullest, man. It's gonna be made manifest who the wicked is and who the righteous is, man. It's gonna be made manifest who gonna receive salvation and who not. You know, because that's what it's gonna come down to at the end of all of this. Who is gonna be saved and who gonna get destroyed. Oh, I had something. This is Ezekiel 33:3. Ezekiel 33:33. It say, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So that's when you're gonna know the Lord sent someone to warn you, to give you that warning. Because the Lord, he don't come down on earth and speak to people. No, he speaks to people through other people, man. You know, through people who he deal with firsthand. You know, that's the Lord has a middleman. You know, the Lord ain't about to just come down bring his throne down on earth, and it's the foul ass place, and it's prophesied to you people. No, that's not how he gonna do it. He got men that he used to prophesy through. You know, and it's gonna be made known who those men was as we get closer to the end. You know.
And I had a quick precept. It's Ezekiel chapter 7, verse. I'm gonna just get the point. Verse 3. It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations." See, in the end time, that's when the Lord is going to show his omnipotency, man, his unlimited power, okay, by judging those who are opposing forces to his will, man, or those who are opposing forces to the commandments that the Lord established. Like we just read in 2nd Esdras, the Lord is going to have famine on a global scale. The Lord is going to send plagues. The Lord is going to have, he's going to kill people by the sword. The Lord is also going to have the beast of the field roaming about the earth. The scriptures talk about the spirits created for vengeance, newly created beasts. The Lord is going to show his omnipotency by the way he judges his people and the rest of you other nations, man, according to your ways. So if you committed righteousness on this earth to the best of your ability, then the Lord is going to reward you a righteous judgment. If you committed wickedness upon this earth, then the Lord is going to reward wickedness for your works, man. The scriptures talk about how you should reap what you sow. Whatever you work and put your energy towards in this earth, that's what the Lord is going to give you back in return, man. It says, verse 4, "And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord." And the Lord is not going to spare you just because you're a little child. The Lord is not going to spare you just because you're an elderly person, or who can't, fend for yourself or defend yourself. The Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. All right, the only people the Lord is going to spare is his elect, the people that are trying to return to him, man, and seek him with a sincere heart and a pure mind. Those are the only people he's going to have pity on. The ones who are in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, the ones who have that mark of exemption from judgment, man. Would you read about that in Ezekiel the 9th chapter? But the Lord is going to recompense judgment unto everybody according to their ways and their works and their doings, man. And everyone's going to know that this judgment is coming from the Lord. Everyone's going to know that this power that's being issued out is the power of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord is going to make his name famous once again through his men, through his prophets. It says, verse 5, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil and only evil, behold, is come." See, guess what, man? People think that things are going to go back to normal. Times are going to get better eventually. If you keep working hard, the Lord is going to bless you. And these churches preaching prosperity. No. All right. Verse 5, it says, thus saith the Lord, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. So the times is only going to wax more worse and worse. All right. The scripture talking about, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So that's going to bring forth more evil. The Lord is going to increase those left-hand spirits to, issue out evil judgments upon those who work evil works in the world, man. So if you out there committing evil works, the Lord is going to give you an evil judgment. The Lord is cranking the spirit up on Esau and Edom to commit evil works, to pass laws that are evil. Whilst he doing these things, to judge the nation of Israel for their pride, for their evil works, man. And at the same time, the Lord is purifying his elect. Those men who are truly sincere, he's purifying those men. He's making them ready for the kingdom of heaven, so that when they rule, they can be righteous judges. But everyone else is going to experience, well, we are going to experience an evil time, but everyone else is going to get caught in that evil judgment, because they're working and they're sowing iniquity. You got something, brother? Oh, I got verse 6. It says, and end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. See, these times is coming, man, whether you believe it or not. It's not about if you believe or not, because regardless if you believe, it's still going to come, man. It's still these days, these judgments, these plagues are still going to come to pass. It's already prophesied in the scriptures. It's written in stone, man. All right? So it's going to come. It says it watching for thee. These times is watching for you. If you're not going to watch for the times, they watching for your ass, man. Got it. All right, well, we can close out with this. This is Isaiah chapter 33. And of course, I'm going to grab verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the only way you're going to escape from these evil times is if you have wisdom and knowledge. The scriptures say that the Lord does not love, the Lord loves them that dwelleth with wisdom, roughly paraphrasing. The scriptures also talk about, how wisdom should not enter into a malicious soul. So the only men that have the wisdom and knowledge is those men of the elect that are chosen from the foundations of the earth, all right, to do this ministry, to be saved. Everyone else is going to be caught in those evil times because they're not taking heed to the wisdom and knowledge that's being brought out, man. Because the wisdom and knowledge, that's going to be the strength of your salvation. That's going to be the strength of you being saved. If you don't have this wisdom and knowledge, you can't be protected. The Lord is not going to have that spiritual hedge over you, man. All right? It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. In the Proverbs, I believe, well, in the book of Proverbs, it says the beginning of wisdom and knowledge is the fear of the Most High, roughly paraphrasing. And our people do not reverence the Most High. Our people do not fear the Most High. They think that to fear the Lord is a bad thing. They think it's a bad thing to fear.